Hi, first grade. We are going to be going over lesson 13-1, understand the hour and the minute hand. So as you can see right here, we have an analog clock. Everyone say analog clock. So we are going to be telling time with these analog clocks. Sometimes you would see an analog clock in a classroom. And that is what we're going to be using today. So my first problem for you guys is I'm going to put an hour hand on the clock and I'm going to put the minute hand on the clock. And you guys are going to have to tell me what time the clock is showing. So I am going to put the minute hand is the big hand. So it's the long one. And the little hand is the hour hand. So I'm going to put it right there. So what hour, or the little hand, and I'm going to make sure I'm going to put that dot back there, the little hand or the hour hand, where is it pointing to? As you can see, it is pointing to the 6. So the hour hand is pointing to the 6. The minute hand is pointing to the 12. And when the minute hand is pointing to the 12, that means that it's 0 minutes. So that means for this first problem that it is 6 o'clock. So every single time the minute hand is on that 0, it means o'clock. And also, the minute hand pointing to the 12 means that there's 0 minutes. So like I said, it means that there's 0 minutes. O'clock is short for of the clock. So in this scenario, we have 6 o'clock is 6 hours of the clock, or 6 o'clock. So every single time that minute hand, that big hand, hits the 12, it means o'clock, or it's of the clock. So it is 6 o'clock is 6 hours of the clock. So that means that it's 6 hours of this clock. Let's go ahead and try another one. So I'm going to put the minute hand on the 12. That means 0 minutes. And then I'm going to put the big hand right here, or the hour hand. So the hour hand is pointed to where? It's pointed to the 9, right? So that means the hour hand is on the 9. The minute hand is on the 12, or that means 0 minutes. So it is 9 o'clock. So 9 o'clock looks like this. We have a 9 for the hour. We have our 2 colons, and then we have our 0 minutes, right? So it is 9 o'clock on this clock that is represented. All right, now I want you guys to try this one on your own. So go ahead and pause the video and write these down and figure out what time this clock shows. So this is our big hand, or our minute hand, and then our little hand, or our hour hand. So try to figure out what time this clock is showing. All right, so I hope that you wrote this down. So the hour hand is pointed to the 4. So the hour is 4. Then the minute hand is pointing to the 12, or that means 0 minutes. So it is 4 o'clock. Give yourself a pat on the back if you got that one correct. If not, that's okay. We're going to have another one to do together. So it is 4 o'clock. So we have 4 for the hour, 0 for the minutes for this problem. All right, I want you guys to try another one. So go ahead and pause the video once I get this on the clock, and I want you guys to try to figure out what time this clock is showing. So the minute hand or the big hand is pointing to the 12, and then that will be our little hand right there, or our hour hand. All right, so pause the video, write this down, try to figure out what time this clock is showing. All right, so I hope that you guys wrote this down. We're going to try to figure out what time the clock is showing. So as you can see, the hour hand is pointed to the 7. The minute hand is pointing to the 12. That means 0 minutes. So it is 7 o'clock. So 7 o'clock, we have 7 as the hour, 0 as the minutes. So that shows 7 o'clock in that problem. And I'm going to do one more for you guys. I'm going to go back up to the top and I'm going to erase this one. We're going to try one more together. All right. So I'm going to put our minute hand or our big hand on the 12. That means o'clock in 0 minutes. And then I'm going to put our little hand or our hour hand. All right. So I want you guys to try to figure out what the hour is and how many minutes are there. So the hour hand is pointed to the 2. As you can see, our hour hand or our little hand is pointed to the 2. Our minute hand is pointed to the 12, so that means that it's 0 minutes. It's a new hour or o'clock. So that means it is 2 o'clock. And it would look like this. A 2 for the hour, our colons, and then our 0 minutes. So that is represented by the clock. If you want to use a clock at home, just try to figure out, you can do every single hour. You can figure out when it's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and 12 o'clock. So you can keep doing some more practice with these clocks to figure out the time with the hour and the minute hand. I just want to reiterate that the minute hand pointing to the 12 means there are 0 minutes. So o'clock is short for of the clock. So if it's 6 o'clock, that means there's 6 hours of the clock, or it says 6 o'clock. All right, guys, I hope that helped with learning about clocks. See you later. Bye.